Everybody, Mike from Wrestling Then Now. Thanks so much for checking out the George South interview clips. George South, man, guy's been everywhere. The guy's done everything, and now he's got his own action figure. To pre-order until December 10th, your George South action figure, go to shamtheman73 at gmail.com. That's SHAMTHEMAN and the number 73 at gmail.com. Support one of the good guys. Support a true legend in pro wrestling, George South.
Did you ever work with the Warrior?
Yes, I did, buddy. I got a funny story real quick. I worked him 3 times, and 2 of them he knocked me out.
Wow.
And the first one, he knocked me out right in the ring and cussed me because I couldn't get back up. And, he literally knocked me out. And I tell you what, it's amazing that when they pulled me to the dressing room, Terry Taylor, he was the Red Rooster.
Right.
And we're still good friends to this day. But I remember him coming in that dressing room, and he checked on me to make sure I was okay. And he said, George, he said, come with me. He said, Vince McMahon's going to make him apologize to you in front of the boys. And I had never heard that, anything like that. And I said, Terry, I said, man, I'm okay. It's all right. He said, no. He said, we don't treat guys like that up here. And he said, come with me. But I knew Ace, I'd have to work him again somewhere. So I said, no, Terry, I'm okay. And he said, all right, then. But they were going to take me in there and make him apologize to me. But here's amazing. He hit me so hard, I throwed my arms up to try to block it because I knew what was coming.
Right.
And we got in the back. He cussed me. He said my elbow hurt his bicep. And that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. His biceps are like the size of a tree trunk.
Yeah.
But listen to this, Ace. The moral of that story, there used to be a department store named Zayre's Department Store. It was before Walmart. And one day I'm in there and I'm pushing my young son. He's 35 now, but pushing him through the toy aisle. And he said, Dad, he said, there's you on that box. And I said, oh, come on, man, kid, we got to go. And he said, no, look, that's you. And Ace, believe it or not, I turned around and I looked on the Remco, that blue ring, that Remco, maybe not Remco, it may Hasbro, I'm sorry. The blue Hasbro ring on the box was that picture of Warrior clotheslining me, knocking me out.
And you hurt
his
bicep.
Made it. I hurt my elbow, hurt his bicep. And it made it to that. It's on that box. You can still buy them on eBay. It was that blue ring, and we made that box. And years ago, I was able to get one still in the box, sealed, but there I am on the front. So it was funny because, people said, man, they should pay you for that. But, WWF was so smart that they didn't owe me for it because, when you sign that check, buddy, you sign the release.
Yes,
and so they'd already paid me for it. But I got the box, okay? I got the box, so I'm happy.
Anyone else ever take liberties?
No, I knew, like people said, how snug. There's a big difference, as you know, between being snug and being stupid. And like I'd get in there with Ronnie Garvin, and Ronnie was as snug as you could get. But even Ole, like the few times I wrestled Ole, they never hit you in the face.
Right.
Now they'd wear you out on your back or the chops. I used to many times I'd work Ric Flair, and he would, man, my chest would be red, and I'd go to a little local show that night, and all those little local wrestlers that never amounted, they'd be laughing at me, Ace, because of my chest. Because, and I'm thinking in my mind, you idiot. Here you are in this flea market. Yeah. Yes. And I just wrestled Ric Flair and made $200, but you're here in this flea market and you're laughing at me. So, but no, I knew, like with Ronnie wanted you to hit him, and Ivan Koloff was that way. I would hit Ivan, and he would tell you, hit me harder. And I used to tell him, well, my hands turn purple. I can't hit you no harder. It was just those tough man, but they never. It's hard to explain, but they never like hit you in the face.
Right.
Like they'd grab you and you. I mean, I wrestled Lou Thez. I was 18 years old, Ace, and they brought Lou Thez into a show here in the Carolinas, and they put me in there with him. Now he was older, but still in great shape, and I'm 18, cocky, thinking, who's this old man?
Right.
And so I go in his dressing room, Ace, and he wanted to see me. So dumb me, it's a wonder I'm still alive, Ace. I go in Lou Thesz's dressing room, and I start to tell him, if you can believe this, I start to tell him what I'm going to do in the match.
Uh-oh.
And and he stands up like John Wayne. I mean, he stands up bigger than life, and he said, the first thing you're going to do is shut up. And I said, yes, sir. And so we got out there, and we went about 15 minutes, and, man, he tied me in more knots. But, I was in the ring with Lou Thez. And, man, I tell you, now later, those moments was a God thing. There's no way you can explain how this dumb old young man from the Carolinas was in the ring with Lou Thez. And, he stretched me. I mean, goodness gracious. But he never hit me in the face.
Right.
He did break my bones. I knew he could have, but, man, now that I look back, those are just special moments, buddy.
Tell me the website for your wrestling school.
It is George South, old school. It's georgesouth.com, my friend. And people say, well, it can't be that simple. Yes, sir, it is. They can go to georgesouth.com and of course, email me. It's got all of my books. I wrote a couple books I'm very proud of, and they can email me there about my school. We try to keep it updated, with the shows coming up, and that they can find me about my school, autograph signings, whatever. It'll come straight to me, and man, I'll get right back with them.
Are you on Facebook?
Yes, sir. I sure am. And it's funny because there's a million. I don't know who's got time to do all this, but there's a lot of fake. If you can believe it, I laugh about it. There's a lot of fake George South pages, but the one of me, I've got a new grandbaby, and they'll know it's me because they'll know it's me. I've got my grandbaby's picture all over it.